Welcome to mission number 8 of the historical scripted campaign Steelbirds. This campaign covers the actions of Focke-Wulf 190 unit during the Battle of Kuban in early 43, where the German forces and Soviet forces were standing off in the Taman Peninsula. The period is end of April, just after the start of the Soviet offensive in the Krymskaya area. And this is kind of the second mission of that period. The pre-story reads that during the first day of the offensive, the Focke-Wulf flights undertook many missions, which would be very historical, and that obviously the high pace of operations resulted into some human errors and some crashes. I'll put the text in the video description so people can read it. But now the mission is actually quite interesting. The task is to attack the forward Soviet airfield in Krymskaya. You know, this airfield has been used successfully by Soviet forces as a forward airfield, and apparently here, the reconnaissance have found out that a full new regiment, fire regiment, has been put at that airfield, and the task is to attack the airfield with a group of 8 Focke-Wulf and destroy as much as possible of those fighters on the ground. The mission takes place early in the morning, and the idea is to attack at low level coming from the dark side of the horizon. So it's probably going to be quite interesting visuals. Attacking airfields is always fun. You have obviously a lot of assets to shoot at. So let's see how it pans out. As a diversion, there's going to be a group of bombers attacking a railway station in the Krymskaya, and there's going to be some 109s covering those bombers, and they can support us in case we get run into troubles. Well, without further ado, let's jump into the mission.
Well, welcome to the next mission of the Steelbirds campaign, and this time very early at Anapa. Yeah, you can see the sun is just taking off, getting up, rising, whatever. Our first swarm is launching, and I'm leading the second swarm, so the attack force of 8 Focke-Wulfs. And there's some U-52 transports launching in the early morning light. Okay, that's us, let's go. Gear up. Flaps up. That's beautiful illumination in the early morning. Apparently Il-2 runs a full astronomical engine in the background, so depending on the date and time, the position of the sun, the moon and the stars is correct. So even if you select some specific times, you can simulate solar and moon eclipses in the correct way and see kind of the position of the constellation corresponding to that historic period. It's a nice cool detail, and you can see the moon there behind the cloud. It's our task to catch up with the first swarm and then proceed to Krymskaya area to attack the airfield. Now tactically the plan is very sound. Approach from the dark side of the horizon, i.e. from west in the early morning hours. But for me flying VR, that means that going there I will be looking into quite bright sun. Well, it's the price to be paid for tactical surprise, I guess. Okay, we're behind Swarm 1 and are on our way to the mission area. So we're approaching Krymskaya on the front line. The city itself is burning at our 11 o'clock. And in front we see the formation of the bombers from 3rd Gruppe of KG-51. Per briefing, they're gonna be hitting the rail station in front of us, creating some distraction, hopefully drawing also the flak, which would allow us to approach the forward Soviet airfield uncontested. Yeah, so we're starting our descent to approach the target area at a lower altitude to avoid detection. The trick is to get the planes on the ground before they can take off and challenge you in the air. So our target are the aircraft parking position on the northwestern part of the airfield, while the first swarm to our left will be attacking the northeastern one. Okay, bombers have dropped their load and turning. You see them turning left and the 4 of 109 top cover to the right on top. You can see the ground fire on the front line and the 8 Focke-Wulfs cruising on top of it. Yeah, the airfield is just beyond that river. I'll let the first swarm lead the way a bit. Yeah, artillery positions we hit in one of the previous missions. Some more artillery positions to the left. And we have the first swarm going in. I'll climb a bit so to get a steeper angle on the drop. Or else if the angle is too shallow, the bombs have a tendency to bounce off the ground, exploding harmlessly somewhere further. Now we have some guys turning their lights on. Okay, actually I'm gonna drop on those guys and try to get the flak. Does not gonna confuse the shit out of the AI. Ooh, some nasty flak. Bomb away. And got the flak gun. At least scared them. Okay, need to take care of those guys taking off, or they will make our life harder. That should do the trick. Now going after the leader. Okay, that should be enough for that guy. Okay, let's go for the flag, so we have then free reign to attack the park planes. There's the other guy. My guy's strafing, that's good. And you can hear the air defense sirens going off. Boom. Yeah, that looks like a Po-2 circling there. Yeah, the focables are opening up again and strafing the ground targets. Even if not. If casualties were actually quite high. Oh shit. So the Soviet Air Force have shown their hand. I can dance with that. Now it would be great if those famed 109s could show up. Never miss an opportunity to shoot at something. Ooh, that looks like an explosion. See if we can get a good head on here. Ah, that's a damage 109, that's not great. That's another 109. There's a fucker. Where does fucking Yak go? Still flying. Maybe I'm gonna scare him in crashing. Well, no ammunition, and I think it's time to go home. Ah, here we go. Some artillery positions to report back to base when we're in. Three planes, 3 parked planes, 1 transport, 2 machine guns. Okay-ish. Pity that I missed that Yak attack. Some parachutes hanging in the air already. Well, all in all, I guess it was an okay attack on the airfield. Let's get back to base and land this damaged bird. So we arrived back to Anapa airfield in good order. Our swarm didn't suffer any losses or damages beyond me getting a short burst from a Yak in my left wing. The plane doesn't seem to be leaking anything. The motor runs very smooth, and handling beyond the left wing, tipping a bit of it, is very good. So we can proceed directly to landing. The pace of operation is very high, so you see that Anapa is quite a busy airfield. Probably that's the maximum they can show in the engine without bringing the game to a halt, but you would have even more planes launching and landing in parallel historically. gunboats. More or less green, flaps and gear down. Okay, that looks like the first run of our Focke-Wulf group. So it seems they also didn't suffer losses. Just at the end there was a bit more tendency to flip to the left due to the damage. But all in all, good and fun mission. Attacked the Soviet forward airfield, shot them some planes, strafed some planes on the ground. Yeah, got a little bit in front. Lucky engine didn't get damaged at all. Something on the side, on the back. That was a healthy burst. About the right side. Seems to be okay. Well, that what it was. That's the end of the mission. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and any feedback you wanna share with me. Press that subscribe button and we see each other in the next mission. Thank you guys.